welcome back to Notier's Frontiers Diaries. We are today in Colorado, and we are at our good friend's garage, Pete West. It's a lovely garage for working on the motorcycle.
It's got everything you could possibly want or need or desire.
Yeah, it's pretty much a dream garage.
Yes, and knowledgeable. He's very connected with the motorcycle community, so he's got people smarter than I to help me figure out things.
Yeah, it's been wonderful being here. And in this episode, we're going to talk about our time riding north through Florida. In the last episode, we went to the Bahamas. It was pretty incredible. And we had, you know, a 6-seater plane flight there.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
And it felt like our own private island. It was amazing.
It was amazing. We knew that we didn't belong there, but we had an in, so it was really nice.
It was fantastic. And so from Miami, we flew back to Miami from the Bahamas, and from Miami we started riding back to Sarasota. And to get to Sarasota, you have to pass kind of north of the Everglades, which is a beautiful national park.
Thank you so much. Until next time. Gracias, gracias.
I think the best way of really exploring the Everglades would be by boat.
Yeah, or whatever they call those fan boats.
Yeah, those fan boats. What are they called?
Swamp boats.
Swamp boats. Because it is like a swamp. It's kind of like all wetlands. I think Everglades means river of grass or eternal grass or something like that. And it is quite wet and flat out there, but really beautiful. And also, we passed by something called Alligator Alley. Alligator Alley. Let's see if we see any alligators. Whoa. Tim.
I saw an alligator.
You saw an alligator.
I get
as we were
the
riding
front
by.
row seat, so I get the, you know, I'm still watching the road very intently, but I caught one out of the corner of my eye, and by the time I can point at it, it was already gone. Usually,
I'm the one that notices like the rhino in the distance or the giraffes or something. But when it came to that alligator, it went very quickly because they have Alligator Alley right on the side of the road. It's like this kind of canal that goes on the side of the highway, and so a lot of alligators hang out there.
And all like the rest stops and stuff have like little picnic tables and those fan boat launches.
Fan boat launches.
Whatever they're called.
I don't know what they're called. And we stopped at one of those, and although we did not see alligators there, we did see a lot of catfish, which was really cool. And they had beautiful kind of stripes on them. They were really pretty, just hanging out in the water there. And I really got a sense of what southern Florida naturally is all about.
Yeah, and it was just nice to be back on two wheels. I mean,
that's true.
Two wings was okay, and the Bahamas were great, but it was nice to get back on to the bike.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whew. It's hot. Yeah, let's go.
There was a little bit of trouble with the bike. Every once in a while it would die.
Yeah.
And we didn't know why, but then it'd start back up, and it's one of those things that I just hate, because when you don't fix something, and it just kind of magically goes away, you know, it's just as magically gonna come back. And so that was haunting me as we rode around, but it was very intermittent.
Yeah, it was very infrequent, so we just thought, well, we'll keep going and hope for the best. I mean, that's really all you can do because it is so intermittent. It's not like something you can really attack in the moment when it just goes away.
And I wasn't at a spot where I could break a whole bunch of things down besides just a couple components to double check.
Exactly. So we made it back to Sarasota, which is a lovely city in Florida.
That's Marissa.
Is it filming?
Yes.
Is it gonna go on YouTube?
Yes.
I'm gonna be in a YouTube video.
Yep.
And then we, from there, went to go visit another family member of yours.
My brother Matt.
Yeah, who lives near Daytona Beach, that area on the other coast of Florida.
Yeah. Because we got to kind of see the difference between the Gulf side of Florida and the Atlantic side of Florida. The Atlantic has these really cool breezes that come throughout the year, and it also has bigger waves and colder waters, which can be quite pleasant in the heat. Yeah.
So again, gorgeous beaches. But when we went there, he had this beautiful picture kind of hanging up on the wall.
It was like an artist rendition of a tree. Like it was heavily manipulated, but it was just beautiful.
Beautiful.
It looked like the cover of a science fiction book or something, you know,
Yeah.
or Mother Tree from Avatar.
Yeah, it really looked like that. And we thought, oh, that's beautiful. And Florida has a lot of beautiful trees, we've noticed.
And hanging moss is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
the
I love
Spanish
it
moss.
too. And so we asked him about it, and he's like, oh no, that's a real tree. And he said, that tree is 2,000 years old, and it's part of something called the Loop over in this area of Florida. That's a beautiful drive. And we were like, okay, well,
Yeah.
so that's it. We have to go.
And it was called Fair Oaks Child.
Fairchild Oaks.
Fairchild Oaks. So we took my brother's advice to just go do this little loop. And man, that was we did a lot of Florida, and it was really nice. You know,
It was amazing.
It was amazing, but
this was the icing.
This was a
on
really
the cake.
cool grand finale.
Yes, the icing on the Florida cake.
Yes. So yeah, we really like nature, we really like old trees, and we just kept pulling into these different little,
It was like
parks.
these little paths that would go through. It seemed like this gorgeous jungle forest, kind of with a beach vibe, with like these trees that would overhang the road.
And they kind of like get into little peninsulas of marshes and stuff. It looked really, and it had like the overgrowth, so you're going through tunnels
tunnel.
of these really cool trees hanging down with Spanish moss. It was just
It looked magical.
picturesque.
It looked a bit like a fairy forest.
Never been to a fairy forest, but it did look very. It would be where
like
you
in your
found.
imagination.
Yeah, an old wise wizard probably lives in a
These
log
gnarly, twisted trees with the vines, and we almost hit a bunch of kind of branches and ferns.
Yeah,
and
it's nice for me
palms.
because I can see them, and then I can move my head, and then pop,
then boom,
and
it hits me in the helmet.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
And we saw a turtle.
Oh, we did see a turtle crossing the road.
Yeah.
And he was really scared of us, so he sucked
Went
in.
inside.
And we backed off a little bit, and it was this little game of,
But then
him
he wasn't
crawling.
scared of us after a while, and so he
Yeah.
just, popped out of his shell and just started. It was a tortoise, I think. He seemed like a land type of creature.
Yeah, for sure.
And he just started marching off the road, which we thought was good, get off the road.
Yeah. Go close.
There he goes. Okay.
Hi, little buddy.
Good idea to get off the road.
And it was a
he
small
really
little
cool.
like ATV path, which was cool that we
Yeah.
kind of went down. I think that was like the only off-road we did in Florida. Besides the
Yeah.
airplane, that was definitely off-road. But
Yeah, that's true.
so it was a good, warm, fuzzy feeling, and I thank my brother Matt for letting us
Absolutely.
know about this little hidden treasure.
My favorite part was the tree.
The tree
The
itself.
2,000-year-old tree. It had this wonderful sign that said, this tree has survived through countless hurricanes and floods and droughts and
Civil War.
civil wars and all the follies of mankind, I think it said.
Yeah.
It was just such an amazing thought to be next to a living thing that has lived through all of that and
Just still standing stoically.
still there. I mean, think about all the animals that rely on that one tree. We saw so many lizards there.
Yeah,
we
they're
saw
cute.
so many birds and insects.
Yeah.
And
And it had like a mohawk of moss on each branch that,
Yeah.
branched out, and then Spanish moss coming off. It was just, the artist's interpretation picture that we saw was very cool, but there was no manipulation needed. I did take
Right.
a couple, I changed it from like cool green to like a blossoming Asian purple.
Yeah, you did
blossom
your own
thing.
artist rendition.
So I got a little creative too, but we'll show you the
liked it.
original and then my little vision. But but it was wonderful just to walk around, see this huge tree.
so nice. It was so gnarly, beautiful oak branches kind of hanging down, and that was a very special moment, and
Yeah.
it was unexpected too, which kind of makes the best
Yeah.
type of stuff. It's one thing to go to an area and plan everything out and do your research and be like, okay, we're gonna see this and that and that, but then it's something else entirely to just go for a completely different reason, and then you have this added bonus.
Yeah.
Which was just super incredible. And we thought, wow, our time in Florida was way better than we had ever
Yeah.
dreamed of.
It was really cool.
After doing our little loop with the tree, we got to ride along the beach. see all the beautiful houses that they have out there, and then this wide open beach. I mean, we got to areas where you think like Florida beaches, oh, they're going to be packed all the time, but
It's just too long of a stretch to.
the beach went on forever, and so there were just barren areas. There's nobody out there. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And you have like these windswept grasses next to the beach, and you can hear the waves, and that was a really nice
Yeah,
ride.
it was pretty. It was just an overall really good day.
Yeah.
Of riding, smiling, nature.
Yeah, and from there we made our way north, and we hit Jacksonville, and there was this huge looming thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just so kind of picturesque over the city and the buildings, and there was this bridge and this like big thunderstorm looming in the distance. It was exciting. And we went through that storm. We didn't even put on rain gear, I don't think,
No.
because
In the south, you ride through these huge storms and it cools you down, then the sun
It's too
comes
hot.
out. And yeah, if you put on your rain gear, you're just in your own little sauna, and that's awful.
Exactly, right. I think the rain gear is really good for certain things, most of the time actually, but when it's that hot out and that humid out, I prefer to just not have the rain gear on and just ride through the storm. Small. They look very intense, and they are intense, but they are pretty limited, and you can get out of it. It's not going to last days and days.
Yeah.
And after that storm, we made our way into Georgia, and our destination that evening was the
Same little RV camp we stayed at the way down with the little mini golf putt course
Yes,
and
we love
the
that
swimming pool, and
yeah,
they knew us by name.
exactly. We
gave
had our
us-
same spot.
Yeah, so it was really nice.
It was a nice evening, and we got to swim in the pool again and just kind of relax by our camp spot. Hi, so this is our camp.
Misty Mountain Hot Stop here, RVville.
We are in Georgia, southern Georgia, and yeah, we woke up to find that it was a little bit misty out, but very beautiful, nice and cool, and so we're just trying to dry off some of our belongings here, but I'm not sure it's ever gonna dry. And really say goodbye to the southeast as we were going to make our way north. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below.
Ding ding.
And stay tuned, because in our next episode,
Wah, wah.
yeah, disaster strikes. So we will be seeing you next time.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Stay safe.